down and emotions feel like I never did before.
Alright, Rednecks, it's the next morning, and as you've seen, we had pancakes, bacon, scrambled eggs, and some milk. And we're all ready to go. We got to get all of our tents packed up, get all of our cooking stuff packed up, and I'll show you the inside of the Turdle for hopefully not the last time, but we'll see what today brings. So, show you what the inside of that thing looks like. Well, here we are at the inside of the Turdle, and what we have, for those of you who haven't seen the build, we have a bed over here. We call that Susan right there, our little bobblehead. I have a TV that I bolt down, and at night, as you've seen, we put it in the back window here. We got another bed here, bunch of storage underneath this one, another window, and underneath this mattress are the 2 window coverings, and that'll keep all this fully insulated. This is all 1-inch dense foam, and then the floor is 1.5 inch insulation with carpet. So we definitely stayed warm at night. It got down to probably 30, and I'd say it was probably a good comfortable 55 in here. So I love this thing. It's awesome with the mattresses that I have right here. Those on fold, those are memory foam. Love them things too. I'll have that in the description below. I believe I got them from Walmart. So I guess I'll see you guys out on the trail. We're definitely going to finish that branch's life. Just watch your arm. Oh, that one's going to hit the topper bad. Oh, yeah.
And the box truck's always got to find the tightest trail.
Once again, the driver picked it.
Dick move. Threw my token out the window.
Now, here's where I lose the trail.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's going to connect over here to this other trail somehow. I just can't see it though. Uh-oh. Maybe not. Turns into water.
This'll get good. Tell everybody to hold up.
Hold up, we got a pond.
Well, guys, unfortunately, that is probably a good, probably 2.5 feet deep. And with a minivan in our group, we're definitely not going to trudge that. So what we're going to have to try and do is in this small area, get all 4 of us turned around and head back onto the trail. So this ought to be entertaining. Well, there we go, guys. With the truck all turned around, you guys can get a viewing of everybody else in front of us. That would be Murdoch's van. He called it the Van Cherokee, and then in front of him is prom night. And unfortunately, you're not going to be able to see it, but Dirty Gertie is in front of him. Or not Dirty Gertie, that is Abe Lincoln in front of him. So yeah, enjoy that one. Great, now I'm going to get whipped with branches.
Yeah, I'm still on.
Well, Rednecks, we pretty much lost everyone at this point. It's just the Turdle, we got Abe and the Lincoln, and then we got prom night back there in his truck. So, and if you look ahead of us, this is what we're in for. And I got the GoPro set up for you guys, so enjoy that entertaining episode. This is going to be interesting. We looked at our map and we can't see where this goes, so let's find out.
Spoken reels of the movie I ignored. Blue sky sound broken sea and I'm stuck up on the shore. I never thought you could see me, but you did. All I know is we're here, that they took us somewhere. So what they say we're close, falling out of line. They don't know the two of us are colorblind.
Well, Rednecks, we're in a tight spot right now. We are a long ways down this trail, and there is a tree down. So we're going to see if I can fit under it. I don't know if Andrew's going to end the prom night there. So I'm going to give my dad the camera, and you guys are going to get to see what this looks like. rednecks, that was really tight, and if you look, my straps that go around my tanks were catching on the knots on that tree that was over, and it almost ripped this one out. The back one right there is dang near ripped out, and there's all kinds of bark wedged under it, so hopefully we don't encounter that again. Andrew cleared with prom night, no sweat. This thing, on the other hand, the box truck's way too wide for that nonsense, so we'll see what's in tail for us up the road. We're trying to get to a lookout right now, so we'll see what that is, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
Well, there we go, rednecks. We made it to the, what apparently is a lookout tower. It looks like just way up there. It looks like a cell tower, but it was calling it a lookout tower. But we made it. That was one heck of a trail. Really skinny, really tight quarters, but I guess it was worth it. It gave us a destination, so I don't know where we're off to next, but I'll make sure to bring you guys along. Well, there we go, rednecks. We all made it up the hill. The Turdle's a little worse for wear, but we're gonna forge on. We're gonna actually start heading back to the highway because we're a long ways out here right now. I don't think I'm gonna record any more footage on the GoPro, but if anything comes up, I'll make sure to fill you guys in. And I think what we're gonna do after that is we're gonna possibly try and find some mud. I'm not gonna guarantee nothing because we're all doing pretty bad right now. We're all in pretty bad shape, so right now we just wanna get to the highway. So yeah, I will catch up with you guys in a little bit.
Let me take a video.
Well, rednecks, we came from a pretty hard trail back that way, and I actually had to put the Turdle in 4-wheel drive. Came up on this guy stuck, and I gotta say, this is getting pretty rough. I've been slamming this thing, I've been running it hard, and I'm not liking it. So we're actually cutting out. We're gonna try and get back onto the main road, back to camp. So I figured I'd at least throw on this little bit of an update because we had to actually recover someone. This is getting really soft out here, and it's getting bad, so yeehaw. I don't think this thing throws them around like it does on us. I think there's something wrong with this truck.
I don't know, I think it's just got a lot of weight on it with that box on the back. When you take that box out the back, it's going to act completely different.
Yeah. Let's pass Umpty. Leave that dent right there.
Okay. Ice cream truck, you sticking around for the word ceremony? Too bad.
Oh, you can hear you.
It's not anything smoky yet.
Well, Rednecks, that was the ceremony for all the trophies. I didn't get a whole lot of it. It was pretty quiet, and I didn't know if you guys could even hear it, but that kind of announces the end of our trip and the end of this adventure. So I guess I'll see you guys back at home unless something else comes up. Well, Rednecks, it's the next day, and I have the Turdle all cleaned out. All I need to do is give it a good bath, and then it's going to go in my parents' field. And I think the next time I'm going to be driving this truck will be for the Gobbler 500. So it's going to sit for a while. It was a good truck. The only thing that broke, and I think it was already damaged, was the clock spring in the steering wheel, and I lost cruise control. So that was kind of a bummer coming back, but on my way there I had cruise. So as far as the event goes, it was a little unorganized. It didn't seem like there was as many checkpoints as years prior, but still made for fun having our group and everything, and I quite enjoyed hanging out with all my friends and once again getting out and hitting the trails. So I'll do a once over of the truck, and I'll let you see what it looks like right now because it's in pretty rough shape with all the trees that we drug down the side, and I'll try and hit some of the key points like up there. I'll try and get up top to see if there's any damage on the roof. So let's do a walk around, and then I'll in this video. So from what I can tell structurally, the body has started settling on the passenger side now. Before it was mostly on the driver's side. As you can see, this bezel right here is being crushed between the bumper and the headlight, and not only that, there's a huge gap up there which tells me this thing has come down quite significantly, and I tell you what, under that hood it's pretty obvious. The other bit of body damage, and it's kind of comical, is this right here, this fender. I lost my fender flare, and on top of that, a huge branch went right through here. If you take a look, went through the fender into the frame. Yeah, that could have been bad if it would have gone up into the cab, but luckily it went sideways and into the frame and did quite a bit of damage. We didn't even see that was there until we got back to camp, and there was a big branch sticking out of the fender, so that's kind of comical, and could have been dangerous, but lucky for us, it just did some body damage that I don't all care for anyway, so it don't matter. As for the side of the cab, we now have a ton of new scratches. I'm surprised the passenger and driver mirror held on, but we were dragging this thing through a lot of trees, and unfortunately, I hope I won't have a roof leak, but it looks like the topper on the back took quite a pound and it started peeling all my stuff. Oh yeah, there's some good damage right there. Pulled a bolt or a screw right out. So this thing's a little worse for wear. I don't remember this door being the way it is. It's buckled pretty bad. I imagine quite a bit of stuff grabbed onto that. And then yeah, here in the back you can see it started peeling all the back part off. This is all separating. So yeah, up top there's a lot of damage on the back sleeper area, so I hope this thing's still sealed, considering this is going to be sitting in my parents' field for quite some time. As for the roof, I'm surprised these tanks are here first of all, because we had to go underneath that branch, and this is what I was trying to get through on when we went under. You can see we ran up against that knot, and it wedged up against here, and when I hit that, I tell you what, I had to power through it quite a bit, and I could feel the back of the truck being pushed down, so I was hitting it pretty good. But those straps held on, and as far as the roof, I tarped this thing off and put that trim all the way around, and it don't look like there's any tears in this tarp, and I'm happy about that because that was one of my biggest problems with this build, is this roof kept leaking. So hopefully it don't leak like I said, and yeah, I think that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Get back to work! Get back to work! And get back to work! And get back to work!
And get back to work.